The views expressed on this program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership.
Welcome to the Houlihan Show. In the time of deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act. A quote by George Orwell. I am here to inform you about issues the mainstream media is ignoring. Welcome to my show. Okay, today again we have Thomas Costanzo, the sales manager for Freedom's Phoenix. And Thomas, I want you to tell people how to get a hold of you if they are interested in doing any advertising on Freedom's Phoenix.
Oh, well, thank you very much, Renee. My email address is sales@freedomswithansphoenix.com. And you can get a hold of me there or click on the website and we'll be able to get a hold of me through the website.
Okay. Now, you have been really, really active for the last how many years in this, trying to get the truth out as to what's going on?
Well, I believe I was. How do I say this? I knew about what was going on, and up to the point I heard Ernest Hancock on the radio talking about this stuff on a mainstream media broadcast channel, and I almost fell out of my car when I heard him talking on the – I don't even remember what he was talking about, but I'm like – I couldn't believe that somehow this guy got on the radio and was talking about these things that I knew very clearly but was never discussed on mainstream media.
Yeah, it is interesting how they basically, feed us what this cookie cutter news. You go to all the stations and you hear the same type of news, and then he's got stuff that is completely different, like, for instance, the Federal Reserve not being a federal agency, it's a private bank, and how that works. And once people understand how the Federal Reserve works, they can kind of start putting the pieces together as far as how we got into the mess that we're in. Federal
Reserve is actually a very interesting subject, Renee. I would like to question their listeners and raise this question in your mind. If the government gave any one of the listeners out there the power to create money out of nothing, what would you do? And being we have a society that basically your money is your power, what kind of power would that give someone if you could produce unlimited resources of money?
Yeah. And another thing, too, the power that they have. But, I've heard and I've seen through history that things change not through direct truth, but through deception, like Nero and Hitler. And if the past rulers have conquered and became powerful through deception, how about now? Do you think it's happening again?
Oh, it's even more so because now we have the mass media to control the masses with. Back in those days before we had mass media, the only way they could control people was through churches.
Right, and as the media is owned and controlled by huge moguls like Rupert Murdoch, right? He owns a great deal of that. And what do you think? Do you think that he has an agenda? What's their agenda with?
Well, their agenda is to control your mind. Basically, I agree with you a lot as far as the religious perspective. There is a spiritual war going on, and it's for your mind. There's a battle going on for the control of your mind, and you have the forces of good which want to give you free will, and then you have the forces of evil that want to control you.
Okay, so that is very true. One of the things too that is people need to go to Freedom's Phoenix and really get the news and not. I think the TV, when they're watching TV, it kind of hypnotizes them, and they get all this subliminal stuff coming through because even though they don't think that they believe in. They don't trust the news, they still believe it because it's coming into them subconsciously. You know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. We can talk about that on the next show, Renee.
Thanks for listening. If you would like to keep me on the air, send donations to The Houlihan Show, care of KXXT 2800 North 44th Street, Suite 100, Phoenix, Arizona, 85008. Or you can email me at sheseekstruth777 at yahoo.com. Thanks for listening.